Good morning, students. Now, today, let us discuss some question answers of the first chapter, that is Earth as a planet. I was waiting for your queries and doubts about this chapter. I did not receive any, so I'm just taking some important topics and some important questions which can be asked from this chapter. So these are like, what is meant by hydrosphere? What is meant by hydrosphere? So we know that the earth has different realms. Hydrosphere is one of them. All the water bodies including rivers and oceans, they make one realm among these, and that is called hydrosphere. Because of this hydrosphere, the earth is called watery planet also. The second question is, what is meant by lithosphere? Lithosphere, the word comes from lithos, which means there is a layer of rocks. Lithos means, lith means stone in Greek. So lithosphere means there is a layer of rocks which covers this planet. So that layer is called lithosphere. What is meant by ecosystem? Ecosystem is something like which is a self-sustaining system where the biotic and the abiotic component, means the air, water, land and the animals and plants, they interact with each other and they make a balance, and this system is self-sustaining, it is self-surviving. For example, if there is a pond and around that pond there is some greenery that grows because of that pond, some animals, some insects, some frog, some other creatures also start living there, and they all are interdependent. They start feeding on each other, they start maintaining a food chain within that small system. So this kind of system is called ecosystem, which is a self-sustaining, balanced system. What is a food chain? So all the organisms, they are connected with each other with a food chain. So before understanding food chain, you must know that the organisms are categorized among two categories. One is autotroph, other is heterotroph. Autotrophs are plants which make their own food, and heterotrophs which feed on others. There are primary consumers which feed on the plant, there are secondary consumers which feed on the other animals. So after feeding each other, they maintain a food chain. For example, the grass is eaten by a deer, the deer is eaten by a tiger, the tiger is eaten by some small insects or saprotrophs when it dies, and ultimately the saprotrophs are also consumed by the soil again. So this food chain maintains the flow of energy. This is the food chain. So there are some questions like this which can be asked, and one question in detail that can be asked is that what are the qualities or properties of the earth which make it a unique planet? So we started the discussion of the chapter with that. Right distance from the sun, a unique distance is there, not too hot, not too cold. Presence of water, 75% water is there. Presence of atmosphere, presence of lithosphere crust, because everything grows on this. The plants cannot grow without lithosphere. So there are some qualities like this which make Earth a unique planet. So these questions can be asked. And apart from this, the proof of the round shape of the earth. So in this, though it is not in the syllabus now, but you must know Eratosthenes, he used a an old method of the calculation that is called stadia. One old unit called stadia, he measured the angle of the incidence of the sun from the center of the earth, and then calculating it, he measured the circumference. So he measured the circumference also, and about the round surface of the earth there are proofs like dusk and dawn, circumnavigation, solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. These are the evidences. So rest you will get in a PDF form. Still, if you have any queries, I am still waiting that you should send your doubts to me and I will clarify them. There are some very interesting questions. The moon experiences a large range of temperature. Why? In fact, this question is about that why Earth doesn't experience it. The question is asked about moon because we have the closest companion in the space, that is moon, and we have the maximum experience about moon. So during the day moon is extremely hot and during the night moon is extremely cold because it has no atmosphere to maintain that temperature. Earth has a atmosphere which is making a covering around it, so it traps the heat and does not allow to liberate it all of a sudden. So a certain level of warmth is maintained. It doesn't happen that during the day it is very hot and during the night it is too cold. So it is only because of the atmosphere. Moon doesn't have atmosphere, so the situation in the moon is just opposite. The earth is called blue or watery planet. You have studied in junior classes that the planets are known by different names. Like Mars is known as red planet because it appears red in color, if you see. Earth appears blue because more than 70% of earth is water, and water gives it a blue color. From the space, if you see, earth appears blue in color. So I think most of the important questions and important topics are covered here. I am still waiting for your doubts. If there are any, do send them to me and I will clarify them. And then we will move on to our next chapter, that is geographic grid, latitudes and longitude, which I told you that it is very important chapter and it has very important concepts. And as per my experience, I have observed that even in class 9th, many students are not having the basic clarity of the concept of latitudes and longitudes. The basic things of latitudes and longitudes are not known to you. So I will not leave anything untouched and unexplained, because this is very important chapter. It has very important topics like international dateline and the time, and rest of the chapters, they depend on it, if you understand this. So till your next class, send your queries if there are any, and then we'll discuss it in the next class.